everyone, and welcome back to Happy Paws. Peanut butter and jelly, rock and roll, and animals and cameras. Some things just go better together. Human beings and the animals we encounter in our daily lives often share a special connection. And how better to celebrate that bond than by capturing a perfect snap of the critter in question. Of course, sometimes it isn't that easy. The very features that are supposed to make our smartphones take quality images can make the life of an amateur photographer pretty damn rough. When these animal lovers got their hands on smartphones, they wanted to include their beloveds in panoramic images. Unfortunately, these animals had different ideas. 20 times people turn their pets into monsters. Number 1. It's a tough job being a two-headed dog, even on the beach. Oh sure, there's the sun, surf, and plenty of snack opportunities, but none of that changes the fact that only one of these heads is responsible for the eating. Number 2. It's hard to say which is the most alarming part of the panorama fail. Is it the truncated trunks of the elephants, or the way some of them seem to have sprouted humans here and there? Number 3. Dogs are known for having a super keen sense of hearing. This pooch puts all the rest to shame. It can't just hear better than the average dog. It can even hear what you're thinking before you say it, probably. Number 4. They say that to become the perfect equestrian, you've got to dedicate years to honing your craft and to bonding with your horse. What they don't say is that there is always a chance your horse might also be crossbred with a centipede. Number 5. This kitty has spent way too much time on Instagram. Just look at this selfie. It's clear she's tried to smooth out her curves by making herself look a little bit longer in the waist. We all cheat with filters every now and then, but this is just outrageous. Number 6. We have all heard the most famous Zen koan at least once in our lives. What is the sound of one hand clapping? If that one isn't your speed, may we suggest, what is the sound of one-legged pug hopping? Spoiler, the answer is sproing. Number 7. Yeah, you know, I really loved my old two-person horse, but now that I've settled down, married, have kids on the way, something the whole family could ride just seemed like the obvious option. Plus, it gets great oat mileage. Number 8. For a cat, it's all about the tail. It's how they express their mood, it's how they get your attention, and it's what they use to balance when they jump on high perches. It's safe to say that, in the feline world, this guy is a total G. Number 9. Much is made of Picasso's blue period, but until today, virtually nothing at all was known about his spot period, wherein he did a series of paintings inspired by his own dog. It's easy to see how the dude got into the abstract. Number 10. It's not easy having two heads, especially when one of those heads is always desperate to see who's going to show up at the door next, while the other wants to sleep the day away. Luckily, these two make it work, because they are actually just one dog. Number 11. In real life, this dog is probably very sweet, very fluffy, and very, very charming. However, we don't get to meet this dog in real life. Instead, we're stuck with the panoramic shot we can't make heads or, well, heads out of. 12. Over the years, giraffes evolved to have very long necks so they could reach the leaves on even the highest tree branches during a drought. That's not what's going on here. That's just Uncle Rick playing with his new iPhone. Number 13. While the rest of you might panic should you look into your backyard and see that your cat was seriously malfunctioning. It's nothing out of the ordinary for her patient owner, who just stands to one side while the kitty's molecules reassemble. Number 14. When you took the mushrooms, you didn't think you would hit for at least 2 hours. More than enough time to swing by Dad's place for dinner, right? Well, this accordion dog is here for some tough news. Number 15. They say you can tell when a dog is happy by the way he's wagging his tail. This dog has apparently achieved a level of happiness so extreme that he's somehow managed to sprout 2 extra tails just to express it all. Number 16. While most people using the panorama feature on the phone do it to capture an impressive view or landscape, others use it for stranger purposes. like the owner of this anteater who seems convinced it was actually a dog. Number 17. Admit it, when you saw this photo, you immediately hoped this was a real dog available for adoption in your city or town. While this panorama gone wrong didn't accurately capture the pooch in question, it did capture our hearts. Number 18. After seeing Aronofsky's film Black Swan, Glinda made her own version with a sci-fi twist. Ladies and gentlemen, may we present Glinda's Black Swan, the terror of the deep. 19. It was Riley's lifelong dream to someday go to Australia where he could run alongside his brother's kangaroos. Riley's owner didn't know how to break it to the guy that his marsupial qualities were just a trick of the lens, so he just threw another shrimp on the Barbie. Number 20. Many scientists believe that all of the life as we know it started in the water. If you have a hard time imagining your ancestors dragging themselves out of the water, allow this eerie dog panorama to do the heavy lifting for you. Number 21. They say that when you adopt a kitten, you should prepare yourself. Even the smallest kitten can seem like a lot of work. That said, if you get them while they're still young, they do possess magical powers, so it's a trade-off. Number 22. Many people consider Doberman Pinschers to be among the toughest dog breeds around. Some are so intimidated they'll cross the street when they see one. Unless it's this little guy, in which case people just generally clap with delight. Number 23. In a world full of boring dogs who have just 4 measly legs, be the dog at the beach rocking out with 7 and not giving a care in the world. Talk about body positivity, some animals don't even need our help with cameras to look silly. Take, for example, man's best friend, the dog. They have proved time and time again just how goofy animals can be. And just in case you forgot, here's some proof. Thank you for watching the video. What image makes you impress the most, and do you have any picture that you want to share? Tell me by comment below. See you in the next videos.